Shama Mohammed, you might suggest that the Congress...
No, sir. The country know how to treat the Congress party.
Okay, so I'll cut across to Dr. Mohammed, I'll come back to you. But Shama Mohammed, the Prime Minister might have said whatever, but the narrative is crystal clear. He set it where 2024 is concerned. But I'll come back to somebody like an Adhiranjan Chaudhary. Ma'am, for 15 minutes today in Lok Sabha, he went on about Balakot. That was an issue on which you've already lost an election in 2019. Why rake it up now?
See, Pulwama, what happened? They said it was an intelligence failure. Do we have a report on how 42 CRPF were killed? Do we have a report? I want to know about it. What happened? How did that car with more than 200 kgs of RDX come there? We don't know. We don't know anything about it. There should be a report to find out how was there an intelligence failure. Nobody talks about it. So this is a democracy where we cannot question. Number one. He says 25 crore people have been taken out of poverty. I wanted to laugh. When we, from 2014 to 2004 to 14, took out 27 crore people out of poverty, it is not the Congress party which said that, it was Oxfam and the United Nations. He is giving we are 140 crore and 80 crore people gets free food. You know that, that's what he says. Hum 80 crore logon ko de rahe hain. So I want to ask him, then how have you taken 25 crore people out of poverty? What is he talking about? So this is the problem. It's all lies. He talks about Mehngai. How ridiculous. We all know the gas price, you know it, before 2014 was 424 rupees. Now it's about 1,000. When the world oil prices around $75 to $80 a barrel, at that point of time, it was $104 a barrel. We were giving petrol at 75 and diesel at 50. Let's understand that. So the excise duty for petrol was 9 and for diesel was 3 respectively. So you can't come and lie. People know that it's very expensive. When we were there, the unemployment rate was 4%, now it's 10%. So why did he not speak a word on employment? We had an average GDP in 10 years of 8.4. Their average GDP is 5.7 in the last 10 years. So you can keep on talking, but you have to stop lying. Indians know that when you're lying. That's what I want to know is, where did this thing come? Humne महंगाई को control करके रखा है. Yes, for the rich. What about the 5% GST on dal, atta, ghee, curd, milk? And nobody talks about that. So the Prime Minister of India has been lying continuously and constantly. He has called Wayanad. He talked about DK Shivkumar's brother. The Prime Minister of India has called Kerala Somalia. And the Home Minister has called Wayanad Pakistan. I mean, that's an insult. So you talk about divide. You've been dividing. Now what you're doing in Kerala is dividing the Christians and the Muslims there. We know what you do. So divide and rule is done by you. You are the East India Company who's been doing divide Hindu, Muslims, Dalit and the upper caste. That's what you've been doing. So divide and rule
Tuhin Sinha, the
is
charge
the
is
BJP's
also,
ploy. That's what they do.
Sometimes it's the arrogance which gets the better of you, is the charge by the Congress. Possibly the final speech this tenure from the Treasury benches could have been a little more dignified and less attacking and political.
More than arrogance, I would say, we've run out of patience with this illogical and data challenged opposition. Let me enlighten them with some data. Our retail inflation figure at no point, even in the worst of months, has gone beyond 6%. During the UPA 2 era, for almost half of the months of UPA 2 era, it was in the range of 10%. So I think they shouldn't be lecturing us on inflation. Number two, 70,000 kilometers of national highway, 75 new airports, 600 kilometers of metro lines. Like the Prime Minister reminded, if we had to move at the pace of this Congress party, it would have taken us many, many decades and probably 4 generations. So that is the change which this country is witnessing right now. And finally, since they always accuse us of breaking their party, let me ask them point blank, did we take away Milind Deora? Are we, there was a report recently in Maharashtra that Baba Siddiqui is supposed to join Ajit Pawar. Are we responsible for that? Fact is that anybody who wants a future does not relate with this Congress party. There is only and only darkness in this Congress party because of Rahul Gandhi's yatra to nowhere. He's only obsessed with himself. So don't blame us. People are going to join any other party apart from Congress
that's
party.
A charge which could be echoed by many of your own supporters, which seems to suggest that the party is only looking to reinvent one person, one brand, miserably and failing.
No, See, what we do with our party is our business. For us, our leader is Rahul Gandhi, and it's not some rebranding. He is going to the people, talking to them. You understand? He wants to know Janta ki baat, because right now media does not want to cover anything. Media is one-sided after 2014. Not you or particularly, but the general media. It's what the Prime Minister wants to be aired. Here, there is a Prime Minister of India who says Man ki baat. He speaks, nobody can ask him questions. We can't ask him questions in Parliament. He's the only Prime Minister of India who does not attend Parliament and only attends when he speaks. Have you ever seen him attending when others speak? I remember Manmohan Singh ji during the 2G and various issues. Days, weeks in Parliament. Here he does not. So Rahul Gandhi ji, what he is doing is going to people and asking what their problems are, knowing that he's saying that I am there for you. We will bring about the change. These are the policy decisions we will take when we come to power.
But Dr. Mohammed, that's the charge by Tuhin Sinha. That change is not happening. You're not seeing it on ground. You're not seeing that kind of support.
His Man ki baat has to stop. It's an arrogance.
Okay.
He's a dictator, and there is undeclared emergency in this country. And we all know that only he talks about corruption. I want to ask him, we didn't say Ajit Pawar is corrupt. He said that Ajit Pawar is corrupt. Then why did he stop the investigation? Why not stop the investigation on Subindu Adhikari? Why stop the investigation on Narayan Rane? Why stop the investigation on
please
Himanta
respond, then I'm going to close the show.
So why don't you look at the corrupt inside you?
Okay, Tuhin Sinha.
There are 5,000 plus investigations which unfortunately have not
allow Mr. Sinha to have. Go ahead.
Which unfortunately have not moved beyond a point because these are complex. The nature of money laundering is very complex. So there are 5,000 plus cases. Please don't cherry pick like this. And if you are so sure about these charges that you make, about these baseless charges that you make, I'm challenging you. You have the government in Karnataka. You used to campaign about 40% Sarkara.
Okay.
Use the ACB, the Anti-Corruption Bureau in the state, to go after BJP leaders. But you can't do that because you know that you have no, basis for those claims. Fact is that this Congress party was honest about the feedback it was getting. It would not embark upon this useless Bharat Nyaya Yatra because the feedback they get on the ground is very different.
All right, 10 seconds, Shama Mohammed, then I'm closing the show. All right, okay, 10 seconds.
Has never been more united than it has been in the 10 years. So at least quit this Yatra, which is not getting any response. Maybe your fate would be better. We are concerned about
Karnataka.
We want to spoke about
Karnataka. 10 seconds, Miss Mohammed. Go ahead.
5,000 odd money laundering cases. Where is the conviction, Tuhin? Stop simply coming and lying out here. Where is the conviction? 23 people convicted after 5,000 cases.